One day, there was this very important businessman going through Mezritch, and he was a very distinguished Jew from the city of Vilna who heard great things about the Maggid of Mezritch. And he wanted to see for himself what this is all about. So he goes to the Maggid of Mezritch, and this businessman goes to the Maggid of Mezritch, and he's expecting to hear Torah studies and spirituality, and he's expecting to hear amazing things. And what does he get from this? What does this businessman get from the Maggid of Mezritch? The Maggid of Mezritch tells him, medicine doesn't always cure people. Sometimes just the mere presence of a doctor can heal, because each doctor is accompanied by a heavenly angel, the angel of Fa'el, who is the angel of healing. Now, the rich man is puzzled. He doesn't understand why the Maggid is telling him these things, and he doesn't understand anything. But he says thank you, says goodbye, and goes back home to Vilna. When he gets back home, he becomes sick. But he becomes so sick that his family doesn't know what to do, because the doctors don't know what to do. The doctors of the city don't know what to do. They don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, they hear that there's a famous doctor, Dr. Gordia, who was a Jew, but he left spirituality, he left Judaism, he left everything to become the personal doctor of the King of Prussia. And the family heard, this rich man's family heard that he was in town, so they quickly went, they found him, they sought him out, they brought him to the home. Dr. Gordia walks into the home of this rich businessman, and he starts yelling at the family, what are you doing to me? I'm just a doctor, I can't resurrect him. He's going to die. And the family is apologizing, and the doctor's about to leave, and all of a sudden he sees in this man's face that some signs of maybe there's hope. So he takes the rich man's pulse, and he sends people to go and get a certain medicine. And before the messengers go to get the medicine, all of a sudden, the doctor sees that this man is getting even better. So he tells them, you know what, bring a weaker potent of medicine. And this goes on until the rich man wakes up, and he doesn't even need to take the medicine. And the rich man says, you know what, doctor, please. A great master, the Maggid of Mezritch, told me that if a great doctor comes to see a patient, he doesn't come by himself, but he comes with the angel Raphael. And he says, you know, sometimes a person can be cured without any medicine. And now that you're here, and now that I've revived, I'm convinced that what he told me was true. And the doctor is shocked. He takes down the Maggid of Mezritch's name, he takes down his address, and he wants to leave, but the rich man is saying, you know what, please just stay until I get all better. Eventually, the doctor gives him a prescription, and he leaves. And he takes a carriage, and while he's preparing himself to meet the Maggid of Mezritch, he feels this longing inside to go back to his spirituality, to go back to practicing his Judaism. And he starts remembering things from his family's house. And now the doctor arrives to the Maggid of Mezritch, and he walks in, and the Maggid says to him, you know, I've been waiting for a long time for you. Now I will heal your soul, and you will heal my body. And during the course of the next months, the doctor purified his soul and learned a great deal of Kabbalah, a great deal of Torah, and he became a very, very righteous person. And of course, he also helped the Maggid of Mezritch with his health.